Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Camille, and today we're talking about having an ugly day in the life. What exactly is an ugly day? Well, it's kind of inspired by Mr. Rogers because he wrote this song that really speaks to me because it talks about eating cinnamon toast and drinking hot cocoa. But basically the lyrics are something like, it's an ugly day, a sky is muggly gray. It's a sit down by the fire and be snuggly day. Yesterday was kind of my ugly day, and today I didn't get ready. I basically just put on some mascara and called it good. And put on my comfy clothes because there are things that we can do on our ugly days to help them be snuggly days instead of just plain ugly. And I didn't record yesterday because I feel like it would be a little strange to record myself when I'm not doing well, because there's a lot of relaxing, there's a lot of mental processing and trying to be productive, but not push it to the point where I'm adding to the stress, if that makes sense. So let's talk about what causes an ugly day. And there's hundreds and millions of reasons why we could have an ugly day. But just some of the few that I have thought about is, having a natural disaster and cleaning up, and after everything's finally cleaned up, you can process what happened. Or it's your time of month, or you just had a breakup, or you have depression and anxiety, and so things are always coming and going. There are other factors that you can control a little bit with those types of things, but a lot of times they just leave us with an ugly day. So today, before I jump into the rest of my day, which basically I'm just shopping and making dinner for some friends tonight, I just want to talk about a few of the things that happened yesterday, and they were really kind of lucky, but they made my day a lot better. Some things were intentional and some things just happened. And so I wanted to talk about some of those things that I found were helpful for me, so that if you're having an ugly day, hopefully these can be a little helpful to you. The first thing I'm always going to suggest to people is read your scriptures, because it truly is like putting on the armor of God every day. So open up your Bible and read, open up your Book of Mormon and read, and you don't have to have any plan or do amazing things with your scripture reading. You just read and say a prayer to God and just tell him how your day is going. And just by doing those things, I don't know, it just felt like yesterday I at least knew that I had a good start to the day. And even though I didn't feel great, I could do the day. I knew it was going to look different, but I could do it. The next two are kind of hard. They're probably the hardest thing to try to do when you're not feeling good. But exercising and showering, I would say, can do a lot for a person. So it doesn't have to be anything crazy. If you have stairs in your house, you could walk up and down the stairs. You could just go for a walk around your block. Don't do anything crazy, because for me, I had a certain thing that I was worried about, so I didn't want to push myself too hard anyway. But just do something and it will feel better. Even if it's 5 minutes, just do a little something. Find a silly video on YouTube that's a dancing video, dance to it, and then be done. Go take a shower, and then it's just like the scriptures, except instead of the spiritual side, you're doing the physical preparation for your day. And it does help. Sometimes we have this rigid idea of what our exercise should look like or what our day should look like. And I feel like on an ugly day, you should just let go of those expectations and just do the minimum things, and then just take every moment as it comes. Let go of those expectations and just be generous with yourself. Yesterday, when I was having my ugly day, I had already scheduled a workout with a friend that was just a blessing at the end of the day. It was called Booty Yoga, it's done by this really cool yoga studio in St. George called Shiva Pacifica. And it's kind of a mix between yoga and dance. It was so fun, and it was difficult, but it was light enough. Usually I lift weights and things. It was light enough that it didn't put too much stress on my body, which was really good. The next thing that I am very passionate about is do not scroll. It's so easy to get on your phone and just scroll to pass time because you just don't want to cope with whatever is going on that's making your day ugly. So you get on to distract yourself. And I feel that it's okay to pass time, but scrolling on social media is probably, in my opinion, one of the worst ways you can pass time. The best ways I found to pass time in my experience are by finding a silly show that I like, a comfort show that I know. One I mentioned in a previous video is on Prime Video right now. It's called That Girl. It's a 70s show. It's really silly and cheesy, but I know that every time I watch it, there's going to be some mishap, lighthearted story, and it's going to make me laugh. Another thing you could do is listen to a book. Recently, I've been listening to a thriller by Nicholas Sparks called See Me. And I just got it on my app, the Libby app, which is a free library app. And most libraries will have some sort of free download app that they include as part of their membership. So you can look into that, maybe on a good day, not on your ugly day. And of course, there's other apps that you can pay for books as well. But just having a way to distract yourself that's not mind numbing, something that you can focus on that's gonna distract you without making you feel worse. So maybe the thriller isn't the best thing, but something that you would like to read. Another suggestion that I have that I tried yesterday, which was very helpful for me, is just to be honest with the people that are around you. Let them know you're not having the best day, that you're trying to put forth effort, but you can even say, I would appreciate this from you. And if it's something they can do, they'll say it. If it's something they can't do, they'll say it. And you don't have to hold them to any expectations. But I think being open and honest is always the best route instead of trying to pretend, because it's already an ugly day and you don't need to add more stress by trying to pretend. Now, in saying that, just because you have an ugly day doesn't mean that you have to be an ugly person. You can always be kind and generous, but just be upfront with people that you're not feeling well. And most people will either leave you alone or they'll sincerely offer help. The final thing that I thought of, and this is only if you want, because I think that the best way to spend an ugly day, if you can, is to just relax, take a rest. Like I said, read a book, watch a show, because a lot of times ugly days are in response to a stressor or something that's just kind of built up to the point where we collapse. And so by taking a rest day or 2 or 3, I feel like it helps us to recuperate so that we can continue on in our expectations for ourselves. But even then, I think sometimes our expectations are a little hard. But the last thing that I thought is finding something to work on that you normally wouldn't get to. So whether that's drawing, improving your art skills, or just something silly like drawing stick figures of your family or something like that. Just doing something, working on a project that you normally don't have the time for, as long as it's relaxing, I think that that's a great way to use that time where you're not going to be up and doing, you're more resting, relaxing, practicing your stick figure drawing. Those were the things that really helped me yesterday. And sometimes when I'm having an ugly day, I get in this really negative thought process. So you could also try listening to positive affirmations, because sometimes when we've just done that circular thinking for so long, we just need new ideas, new ways of thinking positively, because we're so much in our head and so much in that beating ourselves up because we have to rest and those types of thoughts, which can be invasive. Sometimes we just need examples of what even is positive thinking and what is even a way that I can look at this situation that is good, because it doesn't feel so good. Positive affirmations really help with that. So I hope some of these helped you, and I'm going to continue on with my day. If you're having an ugly day, you don't have to continue watching this video, because I'm obviously on the second day, which is a little better than the first. So if you'd like, you can stop this video here, or if you think you want to continue on with me in my day, you can come with me shopping. This is the recipe that I'm making tonight for my friends. It's a vegan chickpea tikka masala, and then I also have another version that I'm thinking about making that isn't vegan, just in case they don't like the chickpeas, which I'll link that recipe down below as well. But I really like this one. I don't know if you want to like jot it down. It's from a website, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know if I have it listed or not. Anyway, I'll kind of like skim over in case you want to try to make it, but I've made this one before and it's really yummy. You can like screenshot it or something. Oh, there it is. Detoxinista.com. Okay, I'll see if I can find this recipe and I'll link it below so that you don't have to try to screenshot it. Anyway, I make this without the oil in it, which is fine. I just use a little extra water, but it's so good. I'm just gonna make a list of all the things that I still need because I am pretty sure I already bought the chickpeas, and then we'll go shopping. Just before I go, I'm gonna get some sourdough bread so I don't go shopping hungry. I completely forgot to record because I was listening to my book. So I'm trying to get everything prepped for the second one. So I made a vegan version, which is all ready to go. And then Justin's gonna make the other one with chicken. But I'll help get all the spices and stuff ready. Well, we just finished dinner with our friends and it was amazing. It was so fun to spend time with them. Now we're all tired. The boys are having a little camp out on the trampoline tonight. So it's been a really fun weekend, and I hope that you learned some things about having ugly days, and I hope your day is good. And if not, I hope tomorrow is a beautiful day for you. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, and you can hit subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have an incredible day, an incredible weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye guys.